all you wondering, I still hate working out. I still, every day when I hear Dwayne coming home, it's like I know that like text of like ready to go to the gym. I fucking have nightmares about it, but you know what, the body it has to be good.
He has body goals he wants to reach, and damn it, that's the only way to do it legally. Could go to Tijuana.
If you heard our last podcast about the fat theory, I ain't no complainer.
I forgot I said
about
that. I forgot I said that in this week. That's funny.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm gonna complain, but I'm gonna do something about it.
Damn it, and I respect him for it.
Because see, then I can complain about working out.
Hit your set.
Okay,
oh my god.
See, I try to stall. You don't let me. Get that deep squat. Hey everybody, welcome back to Workout Wednesday. So, you remember this guy? You're fit motherfucking trainer.
Know about trainer, but
He's a trainer. He's your trainer. He's free. He does it for the love of working out.
I do it for all the views. I'm an easy sell.
Just stroke his ego a little bit. You're in. Today we're starting a new thing. Well, starting a new thing for you guys. It's what do you call it? The 5-3-1. You want to explain it a little bit?
So 5-3-1 is basically, I guess the basic way to explain it is it's usually over 4 weeks, and your goal is you increase your max pretty much every 4 weeks, right? So it breaks down. The first week you're doing 3 sets of 5, and it's usually whatever ratio of not ratio, but percentage of your 1 rep max, right? A lot of people are gonna get confused. It involves a lot of math, but the easy way to do it is there's a bunch of apps for it. I don't know if you guys can see my phone. Can you see my phone? Can you see my phone right there? That app right about there is a good one. 5-3-1 Strength. 5-3-1 Strength does it pretty good. Basically, what you want to do is calculate your 1 rep maxes. If you don't know your 1 rep max, the easy way is to go in the gym and lift something until you can only lift it 1 time. There you go, it's your max. But basically the first week is you do 3 sets of 5. It usually breaks down percentage wise the first week. It's about 65% of your 1 rep max on the first set, 75 on the second, and 85 on the third. Third week you move to 3 sets of 3, you go a little heavier. The third week is 5-3-1, so it's 1 set of 5, 1 set of 3, and then 1 set of 1. And then from there, the fourth week is a deload, and then you come back down. And then what happens is if you can complete the whole 4 weeks and you don't, die out any of the reps, you can hit all the lifts, you move up. Usually, you can do it on all the big lifts, so the big compound lifts, deadlifts, bench press, shoulder press, squats. Lower body, usually after the 4 weeks, you increase your weight 10 pounds. Upper body is 5 pounds. But for this, I would say for people who feel like they progress pretty fast and things like that, I would definitely, if you feel like you can go up 10 pounds on your bench, go up 10 pounds and start from there and everything. The key to it is to start relatively light when you start, right? So a lot of the numbers that we're doing right now, obviously they're to us. They're personalized to us, right? I lift more weights than him, obviously, but I lift more weights than him. So like my max bench right now is 275. That's not his, but I put that for me. So when I go into doing this month, right, I'm starting at 275 instead of starting at something like he would start at. But if you don't feel comfortable starting it directly where your max is, you can go a little lower, 235, 255, whatever.
Right. And it's all about like really being honest with yourself.
Right.
Because that's the only way you're going to progress.
It all basically, you don't want to stall out. This is a good way to, hopefully if you do it correctly, it's a good way to not hit any plateaus. Because you're constantly changing the rep schemes and things like that. You can do, that's just a regular 5-3-1. What we're doing is the 5-3-1 with the assistance lifts. So it's basically, we're gonna do the 5-3-1 today on squats. You're gonna see those first 3 sets are gonna be pretty heavy. And then the next, we're gonna do 5 extra sets of squats, but it's gonna be 50% of our 1 rep max. It's gonna be reps. So it's gonna be 5 sets of 10. And then as the months go on, like the next month, it'll be 5 sets of 10, but 60% of our 1 rep max, and so on and so forth. I would say it's it's not really a beginner program. Like the 531 by itself is a beginner program, but what we're doing is kind of intermediate. But if you feel comfortable enough to be able to grind stuff out like this, because 5 sets of squats, basically 8 sets of squats is a grind, but if you can do it, definitely try it. But hopefully you guys will see what we do, and if you like it, try it out. Shout out to, I think his name is Jim Wendler. He created the 531, so shout out to him for that. 531 Strength, the app here, guys.
Get it. It makes it way easier. No math
super
involved.
easy. Don't have to think about anything like that. They're not sponsoring us, but maybe one day. Maybe. So let's get it.
It's important to stretch people.
It is. That's a good thing. That's a good thing to talk about. A lot of people like stretching in the fitness community is something that's really controversial for some reason. I don't know why. There's two like ways of thinking about it. Some people like to go on the dynamic stretches. They think it's better and it's less time consuming. Some people like to stay with I think they're called static stretches, which is the ones like I said, PE days, where you're like, oh, put your arm across and go down, touch your toes, all that cool stuff. But the thinking towards that is you don't want to stretch cold muscles because they don't stretch as far. And like I guess the example everyone uses is like if you freeze a rubber band, right, and you pull it out the freezer and try to stretch it, what's gonna happen? Most of the time it's gonna snap, right? So they feel like it's the same way with muscles. So I kind of mix both a little bit. I do a couple of dynamic stretches, like especially if you do squats, I do something for my groin. But oh, thanks for zooming in. But other than that, like I don't really like to do too many static stretches because I'm one of those people who feels like it doesn't serve a purpose when you're lifting weights. But I do believe in warm-up sets, so especially if you're gonna go heavy, I believe in warm-up sets because it does warm you up, it does get the blood flowing. But I do definitely believe in stretching afterwards. You don't have to do it directly after you leave the gym or whatever, but you can go in your house and everything and just stretch whatever you worked out. Stretch your chest. There's a whole bunch of research out there that shows that stretching a muscle after you've worked it out, it does benefit in recovery, in some instances growth. Don't quote me on that stuff. There's research that proves it, but hey, do what you want to do. It's the moment you've all been waiting for, ladies. Mark and his cakes.
That's your object, right? No, I'm a human being with a, hey, camera up.
I'm sorry.
I'm a human being, alright?
Looking thick, nice and thick.
All right, real quick question from the both of us to all of you. What is it that you want to see on Workout Wednesday? What do you want to know? Like, really think about it. Don't just go, like, first on your head, research some shit. Let us know what you want to see, something you want explained a little bit more, like in layman's terms. And Dwayne's your guy. Because if I could understand all this shit when he does it, then you could understand. So
I try. If there's something I don't know, I could definitely find someone who does. Bring them on the show. The rest is history.
There you go.
You guys want to see more women folk workout?
Time to make some women friends.
No, I got that covered. But it's only if you guys want it. If you don't, then
Yeah.
you're gonna bring her around. Fuck her.
Okay, so here for us. Well, let us know.
We're generally sexist, so we're not gonna bring anyone into the gym male space. I'm gonna comment. This isn't a male space. It's a joke. Calm down.
Let us know. One thing I don't think we talk about enough when we do squats. Fucking proper form. Because we've seen some shit forms at this gym. And it's scary because you could really hurt yourself on this workout if you don't fucking have proper form.
Mark, speak on proper form.
Just keep your back straight. Stick your ass out a little bit. Bend at the knees, I guess. And just keep it straight. Like, fucking keep it straight. Because don't fucking, like, there's weird people, like, that'll just, like, do it all back. Like, they'll, like, arch with their back like crazy. And it's just, like, you're gonna break your back with a shitload of weight on it, too.
Yeah, there's I would say for people who either feel like they're not good at squats or uncomfortable doing it, there's 2 different ways to squat. There's the high bar method, which is usually the bars around your, I'd say your upper trap area, and then there's a low bar squat where the bar is kind of like a little, it's below your trap, kind of lower than your shoulders a little bit. What you want is you kind of want to build a rack with your like back and traps to where the bar kind of just fits on top of there, and then you go from there. A person who's really good at it, but also their form is a little lower. If you guys look at John C, he's a person that definitely, he's a significant low bar squatter, but his bars to me is really low, but he does it, so more power to him. Like limited mobility in their hips and everything like that, so they can't physically go all the way down to where their butt is like this, coming back up. It's hard for them, right? So that's why I'm saying you don't have to go ass to grass. I've always been taught going at least parallel is fine. A little bit, I would say a little bit below the knee. Don't try to keep it. Some people, when you see them squat, so this is, I guess, this is like a squat form, right? So this would be my knee. So if I go down, right, a perfect squat form would literally be, so my ass has to go a little bit below my knee, right? Not, it doesn't have to go all the way. It's fine if you can do it. It's actually great. It doesn't have to go all the way. Some people, when they can do it, they do shit like this, which is like, they'll go down with the bar and stop right here. All that weight is on this little joint thingy in the middle here, right? So that's your knee. So that's all that weight is on. So when you go do shit like this, those are quarter squats. That hurts after a while. The more weight you add to it, basically you're just going like this. So eventually, it's gonna snap.
Snap City.
And then whatever happens, happens, right? When you squat, right, it's a full body movement. So there's a lot going on. Hips, legs, knees, back to stabilize the bar, right? There's a lot going on. So for people, because like when they start off, squatting is primarily easy because the weight is light. So they don't realize that their whole body is being used to move the weight. So they'll throw more and more weight on thinking that, oh, I'm that strong. But they don't realize like, no. What's actually moving the weight? A squat really is a lower body exercise though. Is your legs moving the weight? Is your back moving the weight? You know what I mean? Like, be conscious of that. Don't just think, oh, last week I put a plate and a 25 on, so I can definitely go up to 2 plates this week. Can you? Have someone actually film your form. Is your form good? You know? In college, I used to squat like 2 plates, 2 1/4, 2 and everything. There was one dude who played football. One day he asked me, he was like, hey, he was like, are you squatting? Or are you like working out your back? I was like, I'm squatting. And he was like, oh, well, it kind of looks like you're working out your back. You might want to, kind of keep your back straight a little more and then go down, make it a more lower body dominant exercise. He's like, everything else you're doing is fine, but, I'm just worried because you're putting on a lot of weight and everything like that. Of course, me being the guy, I'm lifting with these football niggas, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to keep up with y'all. I'm forgetting the most important thing, and this dude's looking out for me, and he's like, holy shit. Like, yeah, you're strong, but damn it, you're gonna hurt yourself, all right? So,
gym people are some of the nicest people.
Yeah, gym community is very nice. So it's definitely something that you want to work on. We have a friend, you guys know Jim. So this is last year, but I was doing heavy triples on squats. So I got all the way up to 3 plates on the squat, right? So I'm doing 3 plates, I'm going down, right? Jim has never done 2 plates on a squat, at least that I've worked out with him. Because Jim, if you guys know, Jim's heavy set. He already has a lot of weight on his knees already, right? And he's not very limber at all. So, but his ego was like, oh no, I'm gonna try it today. He tried it and he messed up his knee. And it's been messed up ever since because he tried to do that, all right? Again, you don't have to follow people. Be comfortable with yourself. Shout out to Jim if he watches this. But yeah, so watch me do these 2 plates as safely as possible.
Let me tell you something about ab workouts. They suck, of course, but you do them, and you can only even see your abs if you are really strict with your diet and lower your body fat percentage. So work them out because there's still muscle under there, but you gotta get rid of that layer of fat to see them.
Correct. Let me tell you guys a fun story about these. So the first time I saw one of these was at Mark's house. We were probably like 13, 14, maybe 15. and I saw his father doing these in his living room. And I was like, oh, I could do that, because I had abs. I had abs my whole life, right? I was like, I could do that. First time I tried to do these, I fell right on my face. My abs were not strong, but his dad did them like they were nothing. After that, I was on a mission to do these as much as possible. And I could do them pretty easy. But I was inspired by his father to get one of these, and I finally got one. And now I'm good at it. So shout out to Mark's father.
So, funny story about this ab wheel thing. When me and Dwayne were about 16 years old, we saw my dad do this. And I saw Dwayne eyeing it. And I could tell in his face and his eyes that he was just like, oh, that's easy, I'm gonna try that. And when he thought no one was looking, he grabbed the wheel in my house. And I saw him from the corner and he fell straight on his face. Just a little funny story for you guys. It was like picture the cartoon smack and your face gets super flat. That's exactly how Dwayne looks. He is cartoon powered, y'all.
The walking outro.
This has been Workout Wednesday.
One quick thing I want to talk about really as we end this. If you guys are interested in the 531, YouTube, Google, whatever, 531 workout. There are several different ways to do it. There's now what we're doing is the old school bodybuilding way, which is the, I think it's called boring but bigger 531 workout.
It's pretty boring.
Super boring, but it's beneficial. The other one's more bodybuilding style. You still do the 531, but it has like a couple extra assistance lifts, and it's more like, you know, the typical bodybuilding, 3 sets of this, 3 sets of that, and everything like that. I don't want to do that one too much because I feel like we've done that before, at least the assistance part. So I was like, let's I want to make this as simple as possible and as easy as possible, in and out. So these, if you guys are looking for something pretty quick, this is pretty quick.
You know what we mean?
Yes. This is pretty quick, but if you guys are, you know, looking for other things or other workout routines, some people are interested in that. There's PPLs, which is push-pull legs. That's a good workout split. There's upper body, lower body. That's a good workout split. There's full body splits, which is for beginners. If you guys just started in the gym, you're like a month in the gym, definitely do full body because you guys are newbies, so the newbie gains will come. I think the last one is like bro splits, which if you like them, do them. I'm not gonna say that, you know, it's useless, but I will say that
Useless for him.
Bro splits work more for people who either have great genetics or are on some type of enhancement. So I'll just say that.
Steroids.
I'm throwing out a vague term here. But other than that, we have to move it. Don't. I'm back. Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Ladies.
Oh shit! Look at that. You're welcome, people.
Oh, nigga, get on my face. Other than that, tell us what you guys want to see, what you guys want us to cover next time, workouts, anything you guys need help on or tips or anything like that. Let us know.
As we always say, stay disciplined, stay motivated. It's a fucking marathon, and it's.
I'm in this bitch, I'm too legit. I swear I'm in this bitch. I'm in this bitch, I'm too I'm in this bitch. I'm in this bitch, I'm too legit. I swear I'm in this bitch. I'm in this bitch, I'm too I'm in this bitch. I'm in this bitch, I'm too legit. I swear I cannot quit. I cannot quit. I'm on my shit. I make that money flip. I make her dance. I make her strip. She wanna take a trip. I got no plans. I'm in the whip. I make that money stack. 100 racks. I got it back. I make her bring it back. She says she love him, but he whack. Niggas in the back. Yeah, they watch but don't react. Blow her on me facts. Niggas try me, it's a rap, nigga. My nigga J